Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great day today. And yes, one day only. We're having our Cinco de Mayo sale tomorrow. 50% off the lifetime membership. Honestly, I can't take anymore. I'm done. I am filled up. No vacancies. But I've got a couple guys that been waiting and waiting and waiting. I know I probably won't get but one or two. I can work with that. So I'm offering it one day. You're not going to see this again. It takes a lot because the lifetime membership, you never have to pay another dime for anything. Any new classes, anything I drop, you get. And there's no more paying. You get access to one-on-one mentoring every month. So you can't beat it. You just don't have to worry about making any payments as far as your membership and education ever again. And that's what makes this so valuable, so powerful. But after tomorrow is done, we won't have that option anymore. So today we started the Own the Change, our 30-day refocus challenge. We're trying to get ourselves back refocused and ready for the rest of this year. We've dealt with a lot in our personal lives, at home, in trading, in our work. There's a lot that we dealt with. It's so easy to lose focus, and that's what we're working on. So I had the preliminary one come out this weekend. The first one came out today. We're going to try to do this in the beginning every day, and then we're going to spread it out a little bit. But there is a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of things that we need to work on to help ourselves and to help our trading. And we're doing both. We're starting with us, and we're going to finish up with our trading. So our members, the video should be posted already. I'll send the link out later on this evening. But you should be able to go right to the video on the member page and go to On the Change. It should be right there. You just click on it. It should take you to the video. If you haven't seen the one from this weekend, watch that one first. And if you're not willing to make that commitment, don't watch anymore, because it's not going to do you any good. All right, so let's take a look at a trade from today. Now, RACE, I have never traded this stock. I don't remember ever trading it. I know we used to look at it when I was teaching, because I brought in all of the transportation stocks. This is one of the ones that we look at, but it was rarely tradable. So I was shocked today to see it had over 50,000 shares traded, and it had like a $2 and something gap. And I was impressed. So, and I tell you all the time, it doesn't matter what the stock did the last earnings or the one before that or 2 years ago. It doesn't matter. All that matters is what is the stock doing today, because that's what we're trading. We're trading today. And it looked like it was really good. So I was watching it. It triggered. And after I got in, I realized this stock had no freaking volume. Look at the volume at the open. It's not even 50,000 shares traded. I mean, no volume. And I don't know what the hell I was looking at or paying attention to, but I got in a stock that was as thin as a potato chip, but it was working. It looked really, really good. So why not hang on to it? Now, my finger was on the button to kill it, but it was working really well. And this turned out to be the cleanest opening range breakout trade I've had this year, probably. I mean, it was extra clean, and I nailed it as good as anybody could nail it. Everybody that was in chat this morning, you saw just how I had to handle this. And I wasn't going to panic out of it. I had, everything set. I knew where the stop was. I knew where my profit targets were going to be. And man, we just started eating them up. And this was a beautiful thing to watch. And I didn't leave any more on the table. When it hit my final target, the 200, we were done. This is the daily 200. We were done. And you can't get any more perfect than that. When I'm focused and we're on point, these are the trades that we can make. You know, but when I come in and I try to force myself on a trade, it doesn't work out. So you just have to sit back and stay focused. So that's, you know, what I was trying to do this morning. And I felt really good. Everything was beautiful. My chest was pumped out, was stuck out. But what happens when you make a really good trade like this? What usually happens? You turn around and you make a dumbass trade. And that's exactly what I did on ZM. Chasing the news. I heard some news about ZM and Google. I didn't even take time to look up what the hell it was. I just wanted to jump in and try to catch this thing as it ripped up through 150. And I bought right into the daily 20. Right into the daily 20 because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't do anything. Again, dumbass move. And it didn't work. Obviously, because it never ever came back at all. And ended up giving back about 2/3 of what I made, if I calculated it right. Gave it back about 2/3 on that home run opening range breakout. And man, you talking about frustrating. This wasn't trend continuation. This wasn't a reversal. This was not the strategies. This was just, Ed, you're a dumbass. Why are you chasing this stock? Type trade. That's basically what this was. So shook that off. And wait a minute. This is not the right one. Okay, BA. This was the next one. All right, we'll go. Roku was the last trade. So, BA, we've been breaking down all morning. I've been really, really patient with this. Waiting for it to get in the clear. And shorting it here at 126.66. Clear move all the way down to the 5-minute opening range low, which was 125. This was my first target. 120. I felt there was no reason why we couldn't get to this, seeing as how the low was around close to 124. I thought this was a no-brainer. So we came through, we bounced, we rejected. This candle was solid red, making a lower low. And this was the prettiest, smelliest bait that they could have put out. And I bought it and ended up getting taken out. This was a clean setup that just didn't work. For whatever reason, it just did not work. But only thing I could look at later on as I kind of did the reflection on this. Here is the pre-market level right here, lined up perfectly with this. So this held as support. So this thing ran right into some pre-market support that I didn't take note of, and it bounced and took me out. So that was BA. I wasn't too upset about this because this was a clean trade. The only thing was this pre-market, which I would not have thought would have affected this at all, but it did. So that was that. And now we can go to Roku. This was the last trade of the day. Now I know Roku was up. Solid opening range breakout here on Roku. Really nice. Nice trend continuation. I didn't trade any of that. Didn't trade any of it. Roku wasn't even on my watch list this morning. But we pulled back here and we held. And I was looking at this going to lunch, and it kind of fell through, and then it came back and it held, and we dipped a little bit again. Once we broke this level hit is 122.36. See how many candles tested this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We came back, and then on the way through, we caught it. And my final target was going to be 124.64. Another 200, a daily 200 target here that I was looking at on Roku. But it pulled back. It didn't quite get there. And it turned around and pulled back, and it's turned into a single. But I know Roku was up big. A lot of people saying, it's up too far, you shouldn't trade it. Those are the inexperienced traders. There's no way you're going to be able to tell me that a stock, how far a stock can go. You just don't know. Roku has had some massive runs. It's gone up 20, 25 points in one day. And that's why I like Roku. That's why I watch it every day, because it has these big move potential. But you can see, had it done, this is all I was looking for. I was looking for getting in at 122.60s, or I was thinking 122.50s, 124.60s would have been a 2-point move. Perfect, 300 shares. Splitting that in half, I'd have had a decent profit back. But just didn't follow through. And it wasn't because it was up too far. That wasn't it. It wasn't overextended on the chart. It wasn't anything. It just ran into some resistance here. It tried to get back over there. There was just too many people selling, wanting to sell. And it came back. They didn't allow it to get anywhere near 125. But that was that. So, not a very good day profit-wise. Not a very good day profit-wise. You can see RACE out of the gate, 492.62. Roku, we didn't, just the base hit, should have been twice this. We should have been had an okay day if this Roku would have completed the move, but it didn't. So you can see ZM, dumbass trade. This is the only legit loss we should have had. This was just dumb. So hopefully tomorrow I can stay focused and eliminate that dumb trade. Just because that first trade was beautiful, doesn't mean that I need to go off and do crazy stuff. So that's that for today. We'll get back at it tomorrow, see if we can put some more money in the pot. But you guys have a great night, a great evening, and I will catch you tomorrow.